Right, so guys, I've just come in and I just thought I would show you what site I would use to make a beginner bushcraft kit. So the site I'm going to use is just popped up at the top there. It's the bushcraftstore.co.uk. It's saved in my bushcraft sites section. It just makes it easy to remember all the different sites to buy gear off. So we've got to cover fire, shelter, water, food, signalling and others such as first aid and so on. But your main things are your fire, food, shelter, water. So we've gone to shelter and we need to look up shelters and tents. So see how much we can get a decent basher for. Now the cheapest basher on here would be the DD Solar Tarp. Now it is $29.95. Now that's expensive to some and not too expensive to others. It comes with the garlands you need, so that's a good thing, and comes with pegs as well. So I'm just going to add that to the cart for now. My other option for a shelter would just be the space blanket that you've seen me use before, but they don't do them on the Bushcraft store, and with me wanting to do it in the UK, like in the UK stores, and so we don't have to import, and keeping it just on one site so we don't have to pay for all the delivery, I'm just gonna select that tab. You can differentiate if you need. Now next thing I was thinking of is paracord. We're gonna have to buy some paracord, and on here it is £2.95 per 50 foot, I think it is. Let's have a look. Yes, 50 feet. So if we get, that colour's sold out, but if we go for, let's just go for a camo, and we'll go for 100 feet, and I'll put ×2 on there, but you could get away with just 100 feet for now. So I'll add that to the cart. So that's our shelter components done, because at this point we're not planning on spending the night out, we're just trying to put a kit together so that we can actually get out. So next thing I'm going to look at is fire steels, a device to light fire with. So we're going to go for the cheapest fire steels we can see that will be decent. So right, now I'm going to click on this here, and this is, killing two birds with one stone. But if you can see that, there's the Mora clipper, which is the knife I was going to recommend anyway, and a fire steel, full-sized army fire steel. So that is getting added to the cart. So now on, go look at tinders. Now everyone knows you can make tinders very easily with cotton balls and petroleum jelly. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take some fat wood, because that's worth having. And I'm also going to take this capsule here. Now this is one of the aluminium capsules that you've seen on my EDC belt kit. That's on my EDC carabiner, sorry. And it's really good, waterproof, and carries about, I think it's about 14 PJ cotton balls, so I'm going to add this to the cart as well. So guys, we've now covered shelter, fire, we need to cover water, and food is, in a way it's a tough one, but it's not a tough one because it can be very cheap. So that's that for now. So we're going to go on to water carriers and purification. Now if I click on water carriers, now we're going to look for a cheap but good one, and there is US water bottle, stainless steel mug and pouch for $14.95. So there's the mug, there's the pouch. These are not these are brand new, so they're not been issued or anything like that. That's $14.95 for a really good bit of kit that's really going to benefit you, and it's also helping with food because you can now cook your food. So I've added that to the cart. Might just have to wait a minute, see if it does. Let's just go to the shopping cart and see if it added it. Yep, it's added it. So now what I would think about is, if I go on cooking equipment, I'm just going to have a quick look on here, because the thing I'm thinking about is what we're going to cook our food with. So you can see there's many stoves on here, and they're all quite expensive, £51, stuff like that. So the stove I'm going to go for would be the Swiss gel fuel stove, this one here. So I can't add that to the basket at the moment because it's sold out, but that is the stove I will go for. I'll go for 2 of them, because all the other stoves are very expensive. And then also I would add 1 pack of these ethanol gels, green heat ethanol gels, because once your stoves have run out of fuel you can refill them with this ethanol gel, so I'll add that to the cart. Now if we go back on to food, and we'll go on food gathering. Now if you can see on here, there are like fishing kits and so on. There's a rig here that is ready to go on. So what we'll do is we'll just add that to the cart. That's only adding £1.95, but hopefully you could get some, some kit out of that. So now what I would also do is add this cup here, so that you can have a drink and some food at the same time. So add that to the cart. Now if we go back onto the food gathering, we could add, if you're allowed to snare in your country, could add snares. They're 69p. We could add this fishing kit, which I have actually got, but that is £19.95, so it depends on your budget. but I've just tried to get us something to be able to catch game with. This is probably the best one to go for actually, so I'll add that to the cart as well. That's the BCB one. So now if we look at tools, I'll just see what type of saws you can get for that amount of money. Okay, in there. So Baco Laplander, $21.95. Or Gerber Sportsman's wood saw for $11.95. So personally, I've had experience with the Baco Laplander, so I'll go for the Baco Laplander. Now we're up to £110 for this kit, so we're not doing too bad. I've shown you a lot of things that are cheaper that you could buy. Now we're just looking for some sort of bag to carry our kit in, if there is anyone for a low price, and this is the one I would recommend. This is the Snug Pack Response Pack, so we'll add that to the cart. Now, just go on the survival store. Don't think there will be much on here that you need to look at. Now, water, we don't need to look at really, because generally you're going to be carrying, your water with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this. This is for signalling now. I'm going to add this signal mirror, and I'm also going to add this whistle. Can't do that, so, but that doesn't matter. I've just shown you that, so I'll just add a different whistle that's around the price. No, I can't even add that one either. Okay, I won't add the whistle, but you get what I mean. Now, go back. What I want to do now is look at maybe a compass. See if we can see any decent compasses for a good price. Now, just for general direction and stuff like that, a silver compass like this would do fine. It's gonna show you general direction, and you will be able to learn to navigate with it. So I will add that to the basket. And then I'm just going to go on lighting. I'm trying to keep this kit to about £150, I think, because that means that someone could start off by getting the Mora and the fire steel for £10 and learning to use that first. Then they could go get the US canteen and so on, and start to learn to cook in the fire because they've got fire and they're able to split wood and stuff like that. So I'm just looking for another light to help us, but really this is not necessary. I just thought I would just have a quick look. Now this is the GI issue right angled torch. So generally when you go for something that's US Army issued or British Army issued, it's very, very good. So now on to £142.44. So we've covered everything that I think we need to cover for this kit. So I'm just going to have a look on books and manuals, and there are 2 books on here that I would recommend, especially for the beginner. So this is the Collins Gem Food for Free card, so add that to the cart. And the Ramier's Outdoor Survival Handbook, which brings you through from spring and through all the 4 seasons, getting you progressively better at bushcraft as you go along. So we will add that to the cart as well. Now our total is saying £160, 42p, if you can see that. But obviously you don't have to buy this all in one, or you could just save up for the kit that I'll put on here. I have gone for a kit that's going to last, quality gear. So at the top we have the DD tarp, we have 200 feet of paracord, we have the Mora clipper with a full-size army fire steel, we have the Lightmar fire mayor sticks, we have the aluminium utility capsule, we have the US water bottle, stainless steel mug and pouch, we have the ethanol eco gel fuel sachets for the 2 stoves that we would buy, we have the ready to fish rig, we have the Swedish mess kit folding cup, we have the survival fishing kit that I also added, we have the Backer Lapland saw, we have the Snug Pack response pack, the Tops survival dog tag signal mirror, which we would also put a whistle in with that, but it was out of stock. We have the silver micro compass, we have the genuine GI issue right angle torch, the Collins Gem Food for Free guard, and the Ramier's Outdoor Survival Handbook. Now guys, there is one more item that I would maybe add to this kit, but this is looking a really good beginner bushcraft kit. There's not too much there, it would all fit on the Snug Pack response pack, because you can actually put the US water bottle and pouch and everything on the belt for the Snug Pack, and all the rest of the kit would go inside, including your knife and everything if you were walking through a civilised area. The one other thing that I would think to add to this kit would be for securing game again, and it would be a catapult. Now the catapult that is probably cheapest would be, I think it's a Barnett Black Widow, something like that. But if you go onto eBay and type in Gamekeeper catapults, there are catapults on there that you can get a catapult for £20, that's including your shipping and everything, anywhere in the world, for £20 that puts out 20 foot-pounds of force. 28 foot-pounds of force. Now, air rifle is capped at 12 foot-pounds of force, and you can take rabbits and everything with air rifles of that power, so you can easily take rabbits and pigeons and squirrels and so on and add to the food that you've maybe brought with you, because you can just go to the shops and buy some cheap food, you know, like and find out how to make such things as bannock and stuff like that, take them with you. Found wild food, because you've got your food for free guide down here, and also you'll know how to build shelters and find food and so on. So this would be my recommendations for a 10-piece basic bushcraft kit. I know it's not totally done on a budget, but all the kit in this kit will last. I have a Mora, for example, that I've tried to break and haven't been able to break yet. Obviously I'm not going to like hammer it into a tree and like stamp on the handle, because it doesn't get that sort of abuse, because that isn't what it's meant for, you know. But when I've been splitting wood, it's split through notches and never broke or anything like that. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Yeah, alright guys, just before I go, I've just seen another item that I would definitely add to this kit. It's the Adventure Medical Kits SOL Survival Pack. So that would definitely get added to my kit. It's got a lot of things in it to help you survive and, you know, help you do your bushcraft and so on. I'll just go on to the Adventure Medical Kit site quickly. Right, we're on Adventure Medical Kits now. And if you go on survival and go on kits, be on here I think. I may actually choose a different kit on here because I think there's something else as well. No, there isn't. It's okay. It doesn't matter. But I would also add a first aid kit from Adventure Medical Kits, which would be the ultralight 0.5 medical kit. So I've just shown you that now guys, just to show you a few other little options. But as I say, you don't have to buy any of this. This would be my suggestions for a bushcraft kit that's done on the cheap, but once you've bought that kit, you know, it's going to last you a long time, and in the amount of time it lasts you, you will then probably end up saving up for more refined bits of kit and so on. So guys, thanks for watching, stay tuned, I'll see you in another video.